Tressa. That was great. Our second speaker this afternoon, Josh Stock, is a native of Bondurant, Iowa. He began attending the Art Institutes International in October 2009. Josh has been a member of multiple student and professional organizations, including the Student Advisory Council, MIMA, and AIGA Student Chapter President. He has also served as the Vice President of National Technical Honor Society and was employed as a student worker in the Student Affairs Office. And I can say that he does a wonderful job of getting ice. That's where I work. He recently served as the marketing intern at McPhail Center for Music in downtown Minneapolis, and after graduation, he will begin working at Blanks USA as a pre-press and graphic design intern. It's my pleasure to welcome our second student speaker, Josh Stock.
Congratulations, graduates. We did it. What an incredible journey we have been through. Without the love and support of those around us, we wouldn't be sitting here today. We owe a huge thank you to our friends, family, colleague, faculty, and administration for helping us along the way. Without you all being there as our shoulder to lean on in times when you needed it most, it would have been a much more difficult road. As I was writing my speech for today, I thought about what I wanted to say that would mean something and also inspire people to continue learning and striving to be the best they can be. I also thought about what could I say that would embarrass my parents the most. We have all been to graduations and heard many great speeches from students talking about how they enjoyed every minute getting to know everyone, how it is your responsibility as a graduate to strive to be your best, or my favorite, let's all stand up, join hands, and sing Kumbaya. Those are all great things, don't get me wrong, but I have been promised a free dinner if I keep it under 5 minutes. Well, actually, nobody's promised me a free dinner. I just thought I'd throw it out there in hopes if I really did keep it under 5 minutes, somebody would buy me a free dinner. And now that I've spent the last few minutes talking about a free dinner, my chances are looking slimmer. We're all here for one reason. We're taking the next step in following our dreams. We chose to attend the Art Institutes International Minnesota because we wanted an education that would push us to sharpen our skills and hopefully, in the long run, get a job doing what we love. Otherwise, this would be a pretty expensive hobby. Along the way, we have learned many valuable lessons. I want to take the next few minutes to share with everyone here some of the lessons we learned that, believe it or not, actually apply in the real world. Lesson number 1, make friends with the culinary students.
Free food.
I had the great honor of rooming with a culinary student for 3 years while attending school here. I don't know how many times he would text me, tell me that there was free food up on the fourth floor, and I can't count how many free lessons he gave me in cooking. So what lesson does this teach us? That if we use our resources, we will get free food. Well, not only that, but also in life, there are a lot of hidden pleasures and rewards. If we just stop to take the time to look for them, whether it is joining a club or organization to extend our network, volunteering, or becoming an active member in our community, or creeping on Facebook, you will find them. Lesson number 2, get organized. I'm sure that this has happened to most of us. In some of the classes, we would find out about homework after it was already due. What lesson can we learn from this? Well, it taught us how to be really creative in making up a good enough excuse in hopes that our teacher would extend the deadline. But making up a lie at your first job or for a client will never work, or it may even get you fired. My first quarter here at AI, I had a class called College Success. I had a teacher named Chef Seth. As you already know, I'm not a culinary student, but I took something from this class that I'm sure he will be happy to hear. It's called mise en place. Culinary students, I hope I'm saying it right, and I'm sure that you've been lectured many times about it. But essentially to me, it meant staying organized, getting things where they need to be, and eventually everything else will work itself out. Lesson number 3, get used to working with others. Another thing I'm sure that we all know about is how unfun group projects can be. At some point in your life, somebody told you that sharing was caring, and you need to be nice to the other kids. So what did you do? Well, you took that toy and played with it by yourself in the corner. And while working on a group project, I'm sure that most of you thought that you could do certain parts better than the person who was actually working on it. But working with other people is something that we are going to have to get comfortable with. We will always have to collaborate with others. So if you can learn from these experiences and be a constructive team member, it will not only benefit those who you are working with, but yourself as well. Number 4, RES-PECT. Our last lesson for the afternoon is that art students are people too. We have all had a critique that hasn't gone the way we were hoping it would, or someone didn't like the way we were making something. It doesn't feel that great when someone dislikes what you are working on. At an art school, the environment can sometimes get tense between people, and it can probably get that way in the creative industry as well. We have to remember that there is a person behind every product that we may not like or talk badly about, but respecting that person can go a long way. As I make my final remarks, I realize that I'm probably over the 5 minutes, so I won't be getting that free dinner that I promised myself. I would like to briefly thank a few people that have helped me through this incredible journey. My parents, who have always been there for me, no matter what. My 2 sisters and my 4-year-old niece. My grandpa, who is here today, and my grandma, who is no longer with us. My girlfriend and her family. My friends and colleagues who have gone on this amazing journey with me. Last but not least, our faculty and staff who have helped us get to where we are today. I would just like to leave you with this one last quote. It's from Dr. Seuss's All of the Places You'll Go, who coincidentally enough I share a birthday with. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what to do. You are the guy who will decide where to go.